Hello there, Capricorn. How are you doing today? It's so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your weekly tarot. This is good for the week of February 28th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying what I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. It does help to get my message out to more people. So let's take a look at your animal spirit. Lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Capricorn. Really lovely because, this video is going out on February 22nd to 2222. Big, a big kind of like portal from now until the 28th. So if you don't see this on the 22nd, it's okay. It's this energy of what we put out into the world in this special little bit of time. We are co-creating with spirit. We're going to really benefit. The fruits of our harvest will be great in whatever you're putting out there in this very auspicious time. And it's kind of like, part of it is you have to plan it, but you also have to act on it. And it's like dream the world into being. I feel like you've been doing that, Capricorn. I feel like you've been working on what it is that you would like to have in your life. Maybe you have a vision board, or maybe you journal, or maybe you just daydream and think about what you would like to bring into your life. But I feel like I'm being really called to say it's time to start acting on it. Dream the world into being. The being part is really standing out for me. We can sit there and dream and plan and have all of these great intentions, but if we don't act on them, they'll never come into reality, right? I mean, part of manifesting is putting it out into the universe, telling the universe what it is that we want. But at the same time, we have to take some action on it. It doesn't just fall out of the heavens and into your lap. Sometimes it feels like a miracle, right? I mean, and there are miracles. But we also have to put some action into our plan. And I feel like that's what you're being called to do. Yeah, look at milk and honey. I really feel as if whatever you put out into the world in this next, week or so, my goodness, sometimes it's not, if you're sitting there going, well, there's not really something I'm trying to bring into being. I'm getting a sense it could be even a feeling, maybe you're wanting more love or more kindness in your own part of the world. And it's as if you just put out a little bit, put that extra smile out there, or send an extra text of love to somebody. It's almost as if whatever, I feel like for a lot of you, it's more of a feeling, not that you're not also trying to manifest more money or whatever. I feel like it's joy that you're wanting here. That is exactly the feeling, just feeling more joy. So I feel as if you look at the world in eyes of more joyful eyes, looking for things in your life to be joyful about. It's almost as if you hit the jackpot. You have the pot at the end of the rainbow, full of joy. Really nice. Let's go to the tarot and get you some more details on this. Okay, your present energy, Chariot. Yes, I definitely feel like you're moving forward. The Chariot isn't sitting there just daydreaming, right? The Chariot is also taking action on it. The Chariot energy is, I want to be victorious in whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life. So it's like really putting action into it. It's the fastest card in the deck. So it's not sitting on the couch thinking about it. You may have done that, right? You may have done that. But today, starting today, I feel like you're taking some action that helps you to progress so quickly. Seven of Pentacles, putting your time and energy in those things that you want more of. And the things that you don't want more of, okay, don't put your time and energy there. Don't even think about them. So, if you're trying to manifest a new job, the energy here is think about the type of job that you want. Put resumes out for the type of jobs that you want. Research, what companies may offer what it is that you're looking for in your employment. At the same time, don't sit in that energy of, oh, I hate my job, right? It's the energy of releasing, moving quickly away from things or energies or belief systems that no longer serve you and just looking forward. The cherry is moving forward. So it's this energy of, I hope I'm explaining this clearly enough. It's this energy of just focus on the future. Don't focus on the past. Don't even focus on what you don't like in your present situation. Accept it and move on. So really interesting. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, the moon. This is your area of resistance or your obstacle. It's your fears. So it's like you want to move forward, but you're just afraid because you don't necessarily know what the path is ahead of you. The moon shadows, okay, the path in front of us. But it's really, here is the Ten of Swords. Like I feel like you've come out of something that was a difficult ending. And I feel like you've been in this energy of just kind of waiting, trying to, rest, trying to heal from whatever this difficult ending was. But now it's this energy of, okay, wait a minute. I'm over the ending and now I want to move forward. So there is sometimes, just a little bit of fear. What does the future hold for me? I really feel the message here is that you focus on what you want. Don't focus on what is in your life. Just keep your focus on the pot of gold, whatever that pot of gold represents for you. Really lovely energy. Your advice, Two of Wands. Yeah, deciding. I'm getting the energy. Decide, do you want to live in the past or you want to live in the future? If you want to live in the past, just keep focusing on the past. If you want to live in the future, you have to let go of the past. You see how you have to choose a wand. It's the Two of Wands. You have to choose a wand. You can only hold on to one wand. This is your decision. Do you want to hold on to the wand that represents your past and what you've lost? Or do you want to hold on to the wand that represents all of this beautiful energy? And I know it's difficult, Capricorn, but whenever the past, and I'm not saying you can just drop the past wand and move forward, right? Easier said than done. I feel like you've been holding onto both wands, right? For such a long time. It's like it's time to let go of that past wand. So it's almost like a baby that's taking their first steps, or when you're learning how to ride a two-wheeler, right? And you have the training wheels. Every time the past creeps in or negative thoughts about your situation at the moment, okay? Go back to your affirmation. I'm looking forward to my bright, happy future. I'm looking forward to, work that, is in alignment with my purpose and brings me joy and financial security. I'm looking forward to the loving relationship, in my future. It's as if just letting go. Yeah, because I feel like you're holding yourself in this situation where you're not happy with where you are right now, because it's because you're holding on to both wands. So every time you get excited about the future, then you also, oh, wait a minute, in this other hand, I have the past. Well, I'll put some time and energy thinking about the past. It's like, drop it. You know how they have, I don't know, they drop the microphone. It's like, yeah, drop the wand that represents your past. hold on to, put all of your focus, put both hands on the wand that represents your future, and just try to stay laser focused as much as you possibly can. You know, oh, I feel like, yeah, there's, you know, I was just looking at this lizard. There's like 2 wands there. Look, there's like 2 stalks. It's like, you can only, you know, the lizard, look, the lizard's crawling up the 2 stalks, but you know, they're getting farther and farther apart. It's just like your past is getting more and more in the distance, okay? And you're at this kind of crossroads, right? Like the lizard has gone up so far that he can't hold on to both stems at the same time because they're going farther and farther apart. So it's impossible to hold on to both. I feel like this is your energy. Like you're kind of like, okay, am I ready to let go of the past? It's like, yes, you are. And every time you feel like, oh, I don't know, you know, just say your affirmation to yourself, you know, and just let go of that other stem. Really interesting. Okay. And then, yes, look at this. You're getting a different perspective of your truth. When you choose to spend the majority of your time focusing, like seriously, Capricorn, you have to make it like 95, 97, 98, 99% of your time. You are focusing on your future, focusing on who you are becoming. And not who you were in the past. Letting all of that go. Even I feel there is a strong message here to let go of even the negative energies you have in your life right now. Like clearing those out. You know, whatever that takes, you know, clearing the clutter out of your house, clearing the clutter of relationships that no longer serve who you are going to become, who you are working towards. Those types of energies are holding you back. It's really, yeah, it's like loving yourself. It's forgiving yourself. Sometimes I think we have to forgive ourselves when our healing process takes long. Sometimes we just have to forgive ourselves that it's taking long. There's nothing wrong with it taking as long as it needs to be, you know, but there is a strong indication I really feel like you're done with the healing. Okay, not that we're ever completely done with the healing. We're always working on that. But I feel as if you're in this energy of, yes, I'm ready to move on. I've looked at the lessons of this past. I have ruminated about it. I have done the healing, and now I am ready to get a different perspective of the truth of who I am becoming. You know, having to let go of who you were in the past, that is sometimes the most difficult of all. So let's go ahead and, yeah, the wheel wants to turn. The blessings are there. Okay, see, we have this energy of the past here. We have the 6 of Cups. It's almost this energy of you are wanting to rebirth the past, and yet at the same time rebirth or birth your future. You know, you're having this conflict. You know, it's kind of like a baby that's, well, I should say maybe a toddler that's learning how to walk. You know, they cruise the furniture, right? So they have one hand, you know, like on the coffee table, and then they want to walk over here, and they're at the end of the coffee table. You know, they walked along the coffee table. And so then they reach out and they touch the couch or something, you know, another piece of furniture. And they have to, you know, momentarily let go of the coffee table, stand there with no hands on furniture, and reach out for the couch in order to move forward. I feel like that is exactly where you're at. It's kind of like, okay, you're in between. You're lifting your hand from the past. I think you've been letting go of the past. You're reaching towards your future. It's, you know, you can see the couch. You're like the baby. You can see the couch. You know what you want to touch. And it's kind of like, okay, It's time. It's time to make the plunge and move forward. And yet, there's this energy of, yeah, but I know what the past is and I don't know what the future is. It's more comfortable, to stay in the past because the future seems so scary. So let's take a look at what exact fears you're worried about. Yeah, I feel like you, Page of Cups again. I really feel like this is an indication of, we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Cups. There's a sense of, it's kind of a kiss of love. I feel like it's yourself needing to say to yourself, I got this, Capricorn, you got this. You can do this, because here's your fear. Your fear is that if you walk forward, you're going to lose stability, your happy family, your whatever situation this is, happy family, happy home. But you have the strength and the courage to do it. It's almost as if you're telling yourself, no, I'm not sure I do. Capricorn, look at everything that you have already been through. Look at all of the strength and courage you have needed in order to get this far. Let's go back to the baby, right? The baby crawls, and then eventually the baby learns how to use the coffee table to stand up, right? And then the baby doesn't move, right? The baby will just stand there and it'll bounce, or, it's really proud of itself. Oh, look at me. I'm standing up, right? And everybody's clapping. Yay, look at you, right? And you're like, yeah. And then the baby decides, oh, wait a minute. Maybe if I hold on to both hands with the coffee table, I can sidestep and get down to the other end. And they have both hands on the coffee table and sidestep, right, down the coffee table. And then eventually the baby says, okay, look, I can lift one hand and hold with one hand. And then, they'll just bounce with one hand on the coffee table and one hand up in the air. Look at this. Oh, I'm graduated to this. And then they start cruising around the coffee table, still with one hand on it, but cruising, Some people call that walking. That's not really walking because they're still holding on. But I feel like that's what you've been doing. You've been like letting go of the past very, very slowly, almost to the point where you may be feeling like, I'm not sure I'm ready to go forward. But you are. You have learned how to cruise around that coffee table so quickly, right? You're barely holding on to the past, okay? So it's kind of like you're ready to go to the next level. You're ready to take that step and go to the couch. And so it's kind of like, taking that baby step, if you will, letting go of the past and reaching out to the couch. Now, you may just be going to the next step. So maybe you're going to spend some time cruising around the couch, right? And then one day it'll be kind of like, oh, wait a minute, I don't need any furniture. It's like, I don't need a crutch anymore in my life because look at what I've done. I've had the courage to face my fears and to build this extremely stable life for myself. Now, each of you may be in different positions of this timeline, right? But it's about just keep coming back and loving yourself. Be really proud. Be like the baby, right? The baby is like so proud of themselves, It's like, look at what I did, Mom. And be proud of yourself, love yourself. For the progress that you have made, for the progress you are going to make. Yeah, you might not know the whole future. You may have a vision board and all it has on it is, a beach house, because that's what I'm dreaming of, so I'll use that. So your vision board may have nothing but a beach house on it, okay? And you're just like, okay, I'm just going to keep focusing on that beach house I want at some point in my life. And the universe will help to put those steps in place for you that will lead you on a path that will lead you to the beach house that you want, or the loving relationship that you want, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. It's just take one step at a time, baby steps. And for some of you, you may be looking at other people that seem to progress so much faster than you. And you're kind of like, well, that's fine. It really is fine. I used to be a teacher and, I taught elementary and middle school. You would have kindergartners coming in. Some could read, some could write their name, some could write a sentence. You'd have other students, kindergartners that, didn't know any of the letters, didn't really care about looking at books even, and they'd come in at, the kindergarten level. Well, in kindergarten, there's such a large variety of, learners and abilities, By the time they got to the third grade, everybody had leveled out. Sure, it may take a couple of years for those students that don't know their letters or aren't really interested in books to kind of like get on that path. But guess what? That child is also more progressed in other areas. Maybe they're more physically, able to use their body, okay, than the student that knows how to read. Or maybe they're more artistically inclined, or they have really great social skills. Maybe they're a leader in the class. So it's kind of like give yourself, I really feel like it's a sense of give yourself a break. With this Page of Cups, you're learning. Here's the Page of Wands. To keep in mind that you are learning as you go. I think you're probably working on an area right now that is kind of needing a little bit of your strength and courage because it's something maybe you haven't had to work on in the past, so it's kind of really new to you. And look at this, the Star card, healing, true healing. But I feel, it's unfamiliar to you. It's out of your wheel. It's out of your world, Oh, but you've got this, Capricorn. You definitely have this. Yes, here you go. It's about, oh my gosh, the sun. See, I really feel like, you have a moon card. You're not sure. Where are you going? You may just have this idea, I'd like to have a beach house one day. Okay? But just keep focusing on it. Just keep looking forward because the sun is about to come out and shine the light on the path that you are taking. Here you are. You're getting inspired. You're seeing your truth. You're seeing victory. You're getting the clarity out of, you've looked at a lot of options. I feel like for a lot of you, you have been confused because you've almost been inundated with options, like too many options. I don't know what I should do. So, you're looking at, all the options that you have, but you're getting the clarity with the Ace of Swords. It's like, okay, I know I'm going to choose this and focus on it. And I feel like for some of you, it is about just focusing on one thing right now. And it has to be your future. Take your time and energy off the past. Put your time and energy on the future. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. The Emperor is on the bottom. And, I saw the Emperor in the underdeck over here too. I feel like you are really stepping into your power. You're moving forward with the Knight of Swords so quickly. Now, I am going to say, for some of you, I feel as if in the past you had a tower moment that may have brought down your happy family or brought down what you were really wishing and hoping for. The Ten of Cups is, everything that you have been wishing on a star for. And I feel like the Tower brought this down at some point in the past. And there's this energy, can it ever be revived? You're starting to, very soon here, you are going to be seeing clearly that you may have felt like, oh my goodness, this is so devastating. I don't think I'll ever get over this. But you are. You're seeing that your strength and courage to overcome whatever major obstacle this was has given you a different perspective of who you are and of who you are becoming. You're starting to see your truth and being able to look at this. One wand. It's that new start. It's kind of like, yes, I'm glad to step into my future. I know that I may have lost something in the past, but I also know that I have a fresh start ahead of me, and I can gain my wishes and dreams coming true. Your wishes and dreams may be different than they were before your tower moment, right? You may have, through this process, learned something about yourself, learned that you wanted something else in your life than you thought maybe you did before. But it's like so cool, because you're finding the truth in what it is that you truly want now, as the transformed Capricorn that you are. And you're getting the inspiration, the motivation to go and do this, whatever it is. Like that vision board, you might have only one thing on that vision board. If you don't have a vision board, or you don't have anything that you're wishing for, okay? And I'm going to say it works better if you're wishing for something than you're wishing for not to have something. Okay. So, say for instance, you're wanting a new house. Okay. You focus on what it is that you want in your new house. Maybe you want a big, bright kitchen with, fancy appliances, okay? A big backyard, I don't know, a big soak tub, whatever it is that you want. Focus on what it is that you want, instead of focusing on what it is that you don't like about the house that you're in now. And I know that, for some of you, you're going to say, well, what's the difference? Well, one has a negative connotation to it. Well, I don't like this about my house. The kitchen's too small. The backyard is too small. I don't have a big soak tub. I really want one of those. That's negative, right? But if you envision yourself walking in this big, beautiful kitchen with fancy appliances, and then walking out into your big backyard, and then going in and taking a long, luxurious bath, visualize that. Walk through your house that you're wishing for in the future, and it'll help on this progress. I think for some of you, you may be kind of like in this energy of what you don't like about your life right now. Don't put your energy there. Instead, turn your energy to what it is that you want in the future. Okay, let's go to your soul truth card. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Wow. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? See, Capricorn, I feel like you're at this point. And what is it that you desire? Think about the baby once again. The baby is cruising around the coffee table and sees the couch and says, oh, that looks interesting. I think I'd like to go to the couch. Oh, how do I do that? And then, the desire, they, keep looking at the couch and maybe leaning out towards the couch. And then, finally they go for the couch. But maybe the baby gets to the couch and says, oh, look at that bookcase over on the other side of the room. I'd really like to go and explore that bookcase, right? But they have to walk all the way across the room. But if you keep focused on what it is that you're wanting to bring into your life, that takes the fear away, because it's filling your heart with desire. So the baby, desires cruising over to the bookcase, okay? And so much so that it's like, well, I want the bookcase more than I want the security of holding on to the couch. And then there goes the baby, and maybe the baby stumbles, okay? And has to crawl the rest of the way to the bookcase. But there's the thing, the baby's still getting to the bookcase. Don't fear the path ahead of you. You know you have the strength and the courage in order to get to where it is you want. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. Yeah, lovely energy of what you are trying to bring into the world, into your own life is also going to affect the lives of others, because you are going to have this joyful life that you've brought into being just with yourself. Remember, dream the world into being. And then your joy is just going to spread out to others. Oh, Capricorn, I'm so excited for you. I'm going to wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And if you have resonated with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. And I do hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.